Here we are. Let's just settle in for a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Good morning. We're just getting started. So as you sit and breathe, I just wanted to remind you of something that I've shared before, but I think it's always good for me to re-examine things. And that's one of the four agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz's book. And it's the second agreement, which is don't take anything personally. So the second agreement is like usually when people say things that hurt you or do things that hurt you, you think it's about you, but it's not. It's about them. So just read you this part. Personal importance or taking things personally is the maximum expression of selfishness because we make the assumption that everything is about me. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. All people live in their own dream, in their own mind. They are in a completely different world from the one we live in. When we take something personally, we make the assumption that they know what is in our world, and we try to impose our world on their world. So it really does no good to take things personally. And it's a good reminder because we all do, especially when we're around those that we love. So just take a moment to check in, find your breath. We're in charge of our world. They're in charge of their world. And when we really learn not to take things personally, it helps us in all aspects of our lives. Please bring hands to heart center. May we notice the beauty and the grace that surrounds us today. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. So let's start in all fours, please. Just to get some juices flowing, let's do some thread the needle, but we're going to do it kind of more than once. So bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders and then just extend your left arm up and thread it underneath with your exhale. And then inhale, stretch it up again and thread it under. Two more times, extend it up. Last time. And then give yourself a little treat with a little bit longer hold here. See how your core feels, your shoulder. I like to feel my breath in this twisted up configuration. Just feel the expansion. All directions. Your breath. And then please come on up and we'll switch sides. So inhale, stretch the right arm up, spread it underneath. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist. Two more times. And last time. And give yourself a moment there. Breath. And then come on up. Bring your toes under. Push your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Just do this for me. Make sure your knees are bent a lot and then think sits bones back and up. And then keeping the armpits hollow. Just long back of neck. Draw your low belly up slightly and re-straighten the legs and just take a moment to feel the back of the legs, the back of the glutes, back of the body. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel the relationship of all 10 toe mounds with the floor and all parts of your hands with the floor. Good, and then move down to all fours again and just do some cow and cat, just really paying particular attention to your low back, going easy. You can move with your breath if you'd like. And just start to make some odd movements here. You can puff up the side of your body as you move through cat and cow. Just kind of move, maybe think of rotating your hips in a circle or your waist. Keeping a long side body on both sides when you're puffing that direction. See if you can add cow, cat into side puffs. I don't know. Just close your eyes and just feel it out. And then pause and sit back to a child's pose. Just allow your elbows to come down so you can truly rest in child's pose. Check in with your hips and knees. And then come on up to all fours. Sorry about that. And think flat back position. Extend the right leg. So you're gonna keep this for a moment, just thinking, I feel my glutes and my hamstrings working. And then you're just gonna bring the right knee towards the right elbow, but keep that strong flat back and re-stretch it out. And keep going like that. So you're not lifting the hip high, you're just bending the knee towards the elbow. Turn this way. And re-extending. Keep really strong so you're not moving that low back. One more. And then hold the leg straight. Keep checking in with your core. Maybe add the left arm. And bring the hand and the knee down. Move forward and back a few times, just stretching out the wrists, because I know this is a lot on the wrists. And then pause. You can choose to curl the toes under if you like, and extend the left leg. Draw the little belly up, rib cage back. And then just start by bending the left knee, bringing it towards the left elbow. You don't have to touch the elbow. It's just opening up the hip and the glute, working it. Try not to allow the back to move. It's just a long, straight spine. Two more. And keep that leg extended. Think strong core. Maybe add the right arm. One more breath. And on the exhale, lower the hand and the knee. Stretch your toes straight. And sit back on your heels. You can, for me, I'm going to add a blanket just to add some space behind my fun knees. It's called Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose. Yeah, try it. See if you like that, Michelle. Yeah. Good. And now that you've just gotten comfortable there, come on forward again. Hands totally connected, right under shoulders. Really strong spine, long back of neck through the top of the head. You're going to extend your right leg so the ball of the foot comes to the floor. Think really strong core, and then extend the left leg. Now you're in plank pose. Draw your waist in from all areas. So from the periphery to the center, just draw in. Keep a long back of neck. Press down, broaden your clavicles. So you're kind of rounding the upper back, but then broadening it out. I forgot to mention we're doing core work today. Think of this as a core strengthener. One more breath and lower your knees. Now come down to child's pose again. Relax. You can stack your hands under your forehead if you'd like. And then walk your hands out long Come up on fingertips. And go lifting the armpits a little more, breathing deep into the low back. And then ground your hands down, come forward, curl the toes, lift to a downward facing dog. Walk your dog out, just feeling core connection. When you have that, everything else seems to feel like a really good stretch. And walk your hands back towards your feet to a forward fold. Then bend your knees slightly and think I'm going to round the sacrum, the low back, middle back, upper back, and slowly come on up to standing. Hopefully that's feeling good on your back. And then right where you are, stretch your arms up, bend your right elbow and just grab the outside of your left arm and stay really grounded through both feet and arc to your right. And go slow. I want you to just feel we're going to stay here for a bit longer. So long spine and then maybe arc a little more. Really connected in the core and arc. Two more breaths. And on your next inhale, come back up, switch arms, and just wait. So every inhale, think length and connection. Every exhale, maybe you arc. Stay strong, especially through your right foot as you go. You don't want to lean too much into that left foot. Two more breaths. Next inhale, come on up. Stretch both arms up and bring hands down through heart center. Good. I'm going to have you grab your blocks. If you don't have them, grab two blocks. I don't know. You might want them. And bring them up to the front of your mat on either side of your feet. And we're just going to stretch out a little bit. Good. So inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the blocks. Inhale, step your right foot back. Deep lunge. Bring the blocks to the higher height and kind of back more by your shin. And then straighten the left leg. Hips go straight back, heels, knees, sits, bones align for pyramid pose. And just lift and lower your right heel a few times. Just kind of, mine doesn't go all the way to the ground. It just is a good reminder of your connection with all parts of the toe mounds to the floor. Sometimes we have a tendency to use the big toe mound or the little toe mound more. Just feel that out. One more breath. And on the exhale, bend the front knee, step forward and switch. Left foot back, straightening the right leg. Your heels, your knees, your sits bones are aligned. Your hips are square to the front. And then just kind of play with lifting and lowering. the left heel a few times. Hopefully that feels good. Good, bend into the front knee. Step forward. You can move the blocks back to the lower height. And step your right foot back again to deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Hug to the midline. Hands to the front knee. And stretch up. Anjaneyasana. Finding the breath. I always have to remind myself to engage the core more, to lengthen up. One more breath. And touch down. Good. Now slide your hips back. You can walk your blocks back if you need to, or just straighten the left leg again. And I like to flex and point the toes on the left foot. Everything's still aligned. Just getting everything stretched out a little bit. Good. Bend into the front knee. Lift the back knee. Step forward and switch left foot back. Lowering the back knee. Hug to the midline. Come up, Anjaneyasana. Strong core. And touch down, slide back, straighten the right leg, flex, and point a few times. Good, bending back into the front knee. Just set the blocks to the front of your mat. So we'll have them handy. Lift the back knee and step back to downward facing dog. Feel your finger mounds grounded, toe mounds grounded. Good. Come forward to plank. Remembering all those connection points, really drawing from the periphery in towards the center. Familiarize yourself with where you're at today. You know when you need to come down, you do. Draw your low belly up, broaden your clavicles, press down, lifting the back of the head. Good, lower your knees and lower all the way down to the mat. Come up on your forearms. So elbows under shoulders. And think to yourself, okay, my feet are stretched long. My legs and my feet are connected to the floor. Think my rib cage is back, but I'm going to lengthen my spine and then maybe lift my heart forward a little bit. You'll feel stretch in your core. This is called Sphinx pose. I feel like I'm isometrically pulling my forearms and elbows back to get that good stretch. Good, and release. Now bring the fingertips wide and come up on fingers. So, and then just kind of slide side to side, just kind of flossing your shoulder blades. I call this funky cobra. Feel all of those muscles in the back area just moving about. Good. Now bring the hands by the chest, curl the toes, and push up and back to downward facing dog. We haven't done this for a long time, but we're going to do it today. So listen carefully. You're going to extend your left leg and then bring the left knee to the outside of the left wrist and bring the right knee down. Yeah, like so. So bring it to the outside of the wrist, Michelle. Yeah, there you go. So it's nice and wide there. And stay up on your hands for a moment. So I want you to think I'm going to slide my knees towards each other. My foot stays down, and then lengthen your spine. So you're really connected. You're not just sinking into this. Now, if it feels like you want more stretch, you can lower to your elbows. Keep that action of drawing up, lengthening your spine, just stretching out that left hip. This is called pigeon prep pose. I don't want you to just dump into those ligaments in the hip. I want you to be drawing up, lengthening your spine. It's really about keeping your core engaged. It's deep. Good. Come on up. Curl your right toes under. Lift up and step back, downward facing dog. One side's always different than the other. So we'll try the other side. Right leg extends. Bring the right knee to the outside of the right wrist. So it's nice and wide. Yeah, and then just keeping your spine straight ahead, lower the back knee. Go to the other side, Marcia, to the right side. Bring your right knee to the right side. There you go. And up by your wrist. Yeah, like this. There you go. And then think, I'm hugging the knees towards each other, lengthening my spine. Feel a nice stretch. I like to think inner right thigh moves back and wide, just stretching out that hip. This is kind of like figure four when we're on our backs, but it's a little more intense. You can always lower to your elbows. I have to keep thinking knee is closed like a hinge. So the inner edge of your right thigh moves back. So the hip creases back, your hips are square to the floor. We haven't done this for a long time. Good, and then come on back up. Pull your left toes under and push back. Downward facing dog. And just take your time here. Checking in again. Walking your dog. And slowly walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Good. Everyone, bend your knees slightly. And See if you can get your chest kind of on your upper thigh. So your back is nice and long and straight. Good. And then think sits bones back and wide. Good. And then maybe re-straighten the legs. I'm going to walk my hands behind my heels a little bit. You don't have to do that. Just a deep Uttanasana. And come, grab your blocks, bring them by your feet. And then inhale, pranam, keep that nice flat, long back. Exhale, fold. And inhale with a flat back, sweep all the way up. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, we're just gonna do a few more stretches. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam again. And fold. Step your left foot back to deep lunge. And ground that back foot down. So the left foot's parallel to the back of your mat. So it's parallel to the back of your mat. Bring your left hand to your hip. Yeah. Now, I want you to think, would it be better if I brought my elbow to my knee, or is this going to work? Or maybe you bring your block to the higher height. And then just notice the front knees pointing straight towards the toes. I'm really engaged in the back, and then I turn my belly and chest forward and maybe extend the left arm. Beautiful, you guys. I like to have my right arm and knee kind of supporting each other. So I'm pressing my knee into my arm into my knee, and then I can open my heart even more. Feel the left armpit hollow. Maybe extend the arm by your ear, palm facing down. Yeah, good, nice long. This is where I want you to notice your core. So your right hip crease all the way up to your armpit is nice and long still, even though you're going that direction. Good, look at the floor. Touch the left hand down, turn the left heel up. Whew. Step forward, forward fold. Good job, you guys. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Again, just check in. Where are you today? Sometimes we feel more physical than other days. It's okay. It's just, we just appreciate where we're at. Next, inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. And we're going to do the other side. So step your right foot back, ground the back foot down. Bring your right hand to your hip. Now, if you drew a line from your heel back to your back foot, it would bisect either in the arch or in the heel. And then you decide maybe elbow to the knee, or you can bring the block to the higher height, which is what I'm going to do today. And then I think long side body from left hip crease to left armpit. Turn belly and chest open. That back foot is really holding me strong. Maybe extend the right arm. Keeping the armpit hollow. Arm by the ear, palm facing down. Hug the feet towards each other. That'll help you feel nice and long in your spine. One more breath. Look at the ground. Touch the block. Turn the back heel up. Step back. Downward dog on the blocks. You ready for one more plank? You can do it on the blocks. So inhale, feel that nice connected spine as you come forward. Lifting the back of the head just in line with the spine. Think of your waist drawing in from all directions. Lengthening of the spine. Broaden the clavicles. Feel the connection through your feet, through your hands. Good. Lower your knees. Take a child's pose. And then come on up. Curl your toes under. Grab your blocks to bring them close. Now, if you can sit on your heels. A different variation of Vajrasana. Stretching out the feet. I'm still going to use a blanket here. Just a little bit of space behind the knees sometimes feels super good. It's good for your feet. Good. Okay, now come forward. Stretch your feet long again. And I'm going to have you put a block between your heels. And then see if you can sit on the block and be comfortable. Your heels are on either side. Your toes point straight back. And you sit up nice and tall. Now, some of you I know can remove the block and sit down on the mat. If you want to, please do. I can't do that anymore because of my fun knee. If you want a little more stretch, you can lean back on your fingertips. Lifting your heart. This is called Virasana or hero pose. I'm still finding that I have to draw my low belly up to allow my heart to lift forward. Good, and then come forward. Bring the blocks forward. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. And then come down to your knees here. You can keep the hands on the blocks, just tap your feet down. But sometimes we need that after Virasana. Wake up, feet. Good. And then Circle your hips up one more time. Just kind of feel it out. Move the blocks out of the way. Last plank of the day, I promise. So engage your core. Step your right foot back. Make sure you have good connection there. Step your left foot back. Try to keep steady. If you want a little more challenge, I like to bring my feet a little wider and then see if I can tap my left shoulder with my right hand without moving my core. So just play with that. You don't have to do that. Just think really strong core. I don't have to move too much. Good. And then lower your knees and lower down. Place your hands, place your forehead down, stretch your toes long. Think really nice long spine as you lift to regular cobra. And lower down. Good. Push back to all fours. Swivel your feet to the side and come on your backs. Knees bent. Arms in cactus. Bring your right ankle over your left thigh. And we already stretched the hips, so see, maybe you can lift that left foot up, keeping the right foot really active and flexed, maybe interlace behind the thigh or in front of the shin. I don't want you to round your back too much. Just keep thinking nice, strong, long spine. Just feel out that hip. Good. And then unwind, and we'll do that on the other side. So you can, one side always feels different. So always start with the foot on the ground and then just encourage your knee to widen, flexing the left foot now. Interlace either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Whatever feels like a good stretch for you. Good. Unwind. Bring your hands down by your hips, palms down, and stretch your feet up towards the ceiling. You can flex and point the feet a few times. This is always good to just kind of allow things to drain down. Now just notice here, you should have a neutral spine. But now we're going to take that away. So I'm going to have you interlace your hands behind your head. Just cup the back of your head. Press your head into your hand so you're not pulling up on your neck. You're just lengthening, pressing back, and then lift your head and shoulders and press your low back down, belly button towards spine here. I'm not even using my hands really to support my head. I'm just keeping really connected. And then lower down, hug your knees in. I don't know if you felt that in your core. I'm going to have you do that again and do a little extra something to feel it even more in your core. You can roll side to side. Could extend the legs up again. Cup your head. Lift head and shoulders. And then just one leg at a time, lower down to like 45 degrees. And back up. Keep pressing your low belly up, your belly button towards your spine as you do the other leg. And keep going like that. You're going to feel it a lot. And when you need to take a break, you can. but we're going to try and do 5 each side. So that was 2. Keep drawing low ribs back. Belly button towards spine. One more if you can. And relax down. Oh, bend your knees in. Give them a hug. This is lying down child's pose. Did anyone feel anything? Bring your arms to cactus. Bring your knees away from you slightly. Flex your feet. Hug your knees and feet together. So you feel a neutral spine. That's why I'm having you bring them away. Just let your knees roll to the right so your left hip comes up, and let them come all the way down to the ground. Your left shoulder might lift a little bit. That's okay. I want you to relax the knees down. Excuse me. Maybe even turn your head to the left. Okay, now hug the right knee and foot into the left. Bring the knees up through center and off to the left side. Your right hip will lift. You're attempting to keep your right shoulder down, but you may come up. Maybe even turn your gaze to the right. And then hugging the left knee into the right. Bring the legs back to center. Grab the kneecaps so your fingers point towards your toes. And then just roll side to side, kind of massaging your low back, and then gently 1 inch or so at a time, press the knees away from you. Just kind of rolling side to side, massaging the glutes until your arms are full length. Your feet are just dangling there. It's a little pressure down, grounding the hips and the sockets. And then bring your knees wide and let go so your feet come to the edge of the sticky mat. And just do some windshield wipers, so both knees to the right and to the left. Good in that wide position. You can pause whenever it feels like a good stretch. It kind of loosens up the low back, hips again. And then next time both knees are up, pause there. Just let the knees come together in the middle. And you think, oh, this is a nice resting position. Some people, this is incredibly hard for them. Good. Now wiggle your feet close together and let the knees open wide and soles of the feet come together. You can bring your hands on your belly just to feel the breath moving in and out. And then just closing your knees. Stretch out for Shavasana. If, if you need help getting comfortable, you can bend a knee. I'll come help you. You can cover up if you like that feeling of a little weight on your thighs. Just bring your blanket on your thighs, or if you're cold, cover up. And turning to your breath. Feel like your exhale gives you every reason to just let go. Allow the bones to become heavy and grounded. Gravity takes over, muscle energy doesn't need to work. Just letting go of any tension, any effort as you exhale. Notice your muscles and skin relaxing, sliding off the bones. Allow your teeth to part slightly so your jaw can rest back in the socket. Your tongue rests. Your eyeballs rest. Let go of anything that's not serving you right now. You can put it on an imaginary shelf and save it for later. And when thoughts come, just notice them and allow them to pass on by like a car in the night. You notice the lights and then it just goes by, moves away. As you continue to just relax, I wanted to share a little bit more from Don Miguel Ruiz's book about don't take anything personally. He says, as you make a habit of not taking anything personally, You won't need to place your trust in what others do or say. You will only need to trust yourself to make responsible choices. You are never responsible for the actions of others. You are only responsible for you. When you truly understand this and refuse to take things personally, you can hardly be hurt by the careless comments or actions of others. If you keep this agreement, you can travel around the world with your heart completely open, and no one can hurt you. You can say, I love you, without fear of being ridiculed or rejected. You can ask for what you need. You can say yes, or you can say no, whatever you choose, without guilt or self-judgment. You can choose to follow your heart always. Don't take anything personally. Easier said than done, but very powerful when you remember in the moment. Bringing your thoughts back to your breath. Imagine breathing in through the top of your head and breathing out through your heart. Picture that in your mind's eye. Drawing in through the top of the head, exhaling through the heart. And then starting to move in small ways, wiggling fingers, toes, ankles, just eventually drawing your knees in, rolling to the side. Just take your time. Shifting back up to seated. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your beautiful light with me this morning. Namaste. Good, good work. Hopefully that felt good with your low back, Jade. Oops.
Thanks, Lisa.